Hello everyone, it's Diego Doom here, and I'm bringing you a review of SH Figuarts Sky High from the show Tiger and Bunny. So first, let's take a look at the box. Very nice box. I'm pretty sure you guys are avid Figuarts collectors. If not, it's a great line to get into. I've recently started collecting myself, and it's been fun ever since. But let's start with the front. First, you have a plain, clear window, so you can blatantly see the figure. Then here you have a nice, neat picture of Sky High. On the bottom left, you have Keith Goodman, aka Tom Cruise, who looks like, Maverick from Top Gun. Tiger and Bunny logo, Bandai, Tamashii Nations logo. Sky High's name, really nice. Figuarts Sky High with a nice purple here. Then on this right side, I believe, you have Sky High again, a nice picture of Sky High looking all majestic and #1, which changes if you watch the show. On the back you have Sky High in various poses. Thanks, and thanks again from the supervisor, I guess. An image of Keith Goodman, Sky High, about to do a Sky High attack. You have Sky High saluting, Sky High standing there. So, and some other information, UPC codes, all that kind of good stuff, standard Figuarts things. So this is the box review, and next let's move on. Oh, don't forget here, at the top, Sky High Figuarts. But let's move on to the next good part, and then we'll move on to the toy review. Alright, first let's start with Sky High's accessories. We'll just go ahead and start with these jetpack effect parts. They come with two, and they plug into each hole on the back of Sky High, and it's easy to demonstrate. And if you look here, you would just pull out these pegs. These are really small pieces. Sorry, my hands are so big. Really small pieces that fit in. They have a little square peg here, and you just pull each one out. They slide out fairly easy. Initially, they're going to be tight because it's a brand new figure, and they just peg in like so. Get that in there. Okay, we're going to do the other one. Get that in there. And there you have Sky High with his effect parts for his jetpack. And these are very nicely done. Almost translucent, but nice painting. You have the white starting here and then the blue. So it looks really cool and very believable. Very cool. I'm going to set Sky High back if he doesn't fall over, which hopefully he won't. And there he goes. Okay. Also, his hands come with pretty standard, what you would expect from Figuarts line. First, you have your chopping hands, which, let me focus on that. You have your chopping hands, which a lot of figures in the Figuarts line come with chopping hands. For Sky High, these are chopping hands, aka saluting hands also. So these are pretty cool, nicely done. Then he has his open hands for, his hands being open. And then, I'm not sure the proper name for these, but I would call these his Sky High hands to simulate his Sky High attack. And these are very nicely done, you'll see. I guess they look like they're just, dipped in plastic, but, they have a nice glove-like appearance, and they look very cool and very neat. Okay. Another accessory Sky High comes with, sorry it's out of focus, is Sky High comes with an additional headpiece, which is here. And this headpiece, I believe, is, and this is a spoiler alert, they get into a battle with a guy named Jake Martinez, who is probably one of the cheapest villains ever. He'd be on the top 10 list of cheap villains. And this is supposed to simulate, I think, when Sky High loses, he loses a piece off of his helmet. And you'll see notice the difference in the heads. If you can see that right there. And it's a serious blow to his ego and everything like that. So that's his secondary head, and it, you just pull his face forward and it slides in. I'm not going to demonstrate that though, but it's straightforward. And then also It comes with the, I guess, the remaining chip piece from where his the top of his point on his head is broken off. Now, I'm never going to release this from its frame because this is begging to be lost. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but this thing will be lost for sure. And then finally, Sky High also comes with his own Tamashii Nation stand. And you'll notice if you start collecting the Tiger and Bunny figures, they all come with their own stands. And they're just your standard stand, just customized for each character. And for Sky Highs, it's that nice purple that he's pretty much themed in. You have, Sky High, Keith Goodman, which is his, actual real life name. And then you have, he's sponsored by Poseidon Line, which is his company sponsor. And it's just your standard, Tamashii Nation stand, grip clips. And I mean, I'm fairly new to the stands, but I haven't had a problem. I've heard some people having issues with these clips, but mine fit in nice and snug, and they're pretty much, I'm not going to say perfect, but, they're good. So, next we'll move on to Sky High himself. Okay, and here is Sky High himself, what we've all been waiting for. Sky High is a very, very, very nice figure, very nicely sculpted. We'll just start from head to toe. The head, the face, very, very accurate. I do not see anything wrong with the sculpt on this at all. Perfect. We'll start with the head articulation. His head can move forward ever so slightly, but I'm afraid to really wobble with it. You notice it tilts back a little bit further and it goes forward. So Sky High can somewhat look up, and then his head can turn left to right perfectly. He's not hindered by his collar here on his suit, so that's pretty good. Next we'll go into, you notice on his chest he has the Ustream sponsorship right there, which is pretty cool. And then also on his inner arms, he has the Tamashii Nations logo, which brings us all these goodies. We'll go back up. Arm articulation. His shoulder pads are pretty cool. They are on some sort of ball joint madness or some kind of flip clip. I'm not sure. These come off like ball joints, and you'll have to remove these. You'll have to remove these when you get this out of the package, because there is a plastic sleeve that's over top of these. But, these shoulder pads just pop in by a basic ball joint, I guess you'd want to say. And also, too, is this thing flips up to give more shoulder articulation. So it's kind of like in the Kamen Riders, where they have that shoulder flap that kind of goes with them so it looks natural. You don't really have bare joints exposed. Plug that back in. So arm-wise, his arm articulation is slightly hindered, but that's the whole point of the flap. You can flip this up and give him a little more range. Now, my figure's very new, and the joints are pretty tight, so I'm not going to max this out. I'm sure you can do 360, but I'm not going to be the one to break mine, so have at it. But, anyways, you do have some movement here, so you can do his arm up and down. Elbows, figure art elbows, that double joint action going right there, which is pretty cool. The nice fins as far as accuracy for the sculpt. His chest moves, so you have that forward back motion just in this upper part, and then it can turn some too. Same thing with his waist here. If you notice, he has some turning action slightly in the waist if you look. And let's get down here. The skirt here opens up very nicely and exposes Sky High's legs. So they look very, very cool. And these are all on a simple clip. So if you open this up too far, it's just going to pop off. I'm not sure how well this is showing up. But it's a simple clip here. Yeah, you can kind of see right here where it's a clip. So if this pops out or something like that, I don't really want to. I'll pop this out accidentally, but it's a simple clip back in. But let's look at Sky High's legs. Okay, so Sky High's legs, he has, the double jointed knee action going on, which is pretty cool. Very stiff. Now on my Sky High figure, if you notice, when I pull this back, this piece might shoot out. His kneecap cover will come off, but it's not that big of a deal. It can be pushed back in. And as far as the Figuarts hips, you know, that are found in a lot of the figures to add that articulation, I pull mine down. You can go out like this far. I'm pretty sure you can go out even further. You can see the kind of the joint in here. I'm not sure. Kind of go out further, but pretty good, very good range for what you're going to be doing Sky High anyways. Now his feet, very nicely done, and I'm pretty sure his feet are die cast, kind of like Rock Bison, because you know Rock Bison has huge feet, and I'm pretty sure his feet are die cast, so that's pretty cool. And then you have the toe articulation here, neat, right? And then you have the foot articulation, so you can put his feet back, so he's flying, you know, to simulate that perfect flying pose, if not, so. And now photographs, you know, that'll be shown after this video too, so. You have Sky High zipping through the air because he is the #1 guy, you know, king of all heroes. Very cool and a great release. And if you're a fan of the show, I definitely suggest you pick up this figure. I mean, honestly, all the releases that pertain to Tiger and Bunny have been very nice, and there's no reason not to pick this figure up unless you're just not a fan of Tiger and Bunny, but who could not like that show? It's great. So, this is my review for SH Figuarts Sky High. Oh, let me back up. Let me also add, too, that you have this rotation here at the arms, so he's not limited. So, you know, you can flex for the ladies. You know how it is. And that's about it. But overall, this is a great figure. I don't see any issues with it. I don't have an issue with it at all. Hopefully you guys feel the same way. But this has been SH Figuarts Sky High. Stay tuned, and you'll see some photographs I took, which, you know, kind of demonstrate how nice it is. And that's about it.